Today, we are taking a look at Fallout Wasteland Warfare, a two-player miniature war game that also has a one-player solitaire mode. I'm excited to check this out, mainly because it takes place in the Fallout universe. As always, we have our handy-dandy steak knife. When we get a steak sponsor, we'll take that as well. But a knife sponsor, maybe it'll take its place. So let's roll this over, take a look at it, take a look at the back. We're going to slide it down a little bit. We're going to remove the knife, because unfortunately the camera froze during our initial unboxing, but luckily we didn't get too far into it. We just got the cellophane removed. That is what the back looks like. The playtime is 60 to 120 minutes, 1 or 2 players, and recommended age is 14 and up. So let's roll it over, take the top off, and let's get ready to take a look at this bad boy. All right, take a look at that. That is the inside of the contents of this box. A lot of people love this shot. This is actually a relatively really light compared to a few other unboxings we've done. So I don't know if that's good or bad, but we'll see what the quality is. All right, so here's our rules of play. A little one sheet. Maybe this is just like a player's guide. So we'll just dive into that in a little bit. We're going to set that to the side. Here we have getting acclaimed. I believe this is also the rule book as well. I've heard this game is really complicated or fairly complicated. For it being so complicated, if this is the rule book, it is quite thin. So let's set these two bad boys to the side. Here we have all the player chits. That green little line's going to fall out. It should. Quality is relatively okay. I think in general the quality of these cardboard chits has just gone down. So I'm not gonna like blame Fallout so much, but I feel like I've unboxed a few other games and they've kind of gotten away. But this from chits, but this is a lot of pieces, so you're gonna need to keep track of those. Let's set those to the side. All right, here's some more. Take a look at those. Obviously, those are like status effects or different kinds of effects you need to use to mark the board. I see why like in-game apps have become so popular, but sometimes the look and feel of things is just really nice. All right, this must be the player board or map. So this is what you get initially. And I imagine you can expand upon this and put your own little like environment on there. But that's kind of what it looks like. A little 2D representation of a 3D world. Ooh, that's really long. So I wonder if this is like horizontal, like played vertically. I mean, there's another one in there. The map quality is nice, though. I mean, after like bending and folding it a few times, it's going to be like a bit much. But that's the map really up close and down. A little road crossing. Interesting, really interesting. Folds up nice, which is good. Another map. Let's take a look at this one. That one was the crossing of a road, so let's see how varying they do of the terrain. Let's see if things change. Obviously, it's the Fallout universe, so it's very brown, nuclear fallout. And this looks like, yeah, just like another road. Little rocks and hillsides down there. Yeah, you're going to need terrain for this. I mean, this isn't much to look at, to be honest. And, like, the maps, you get 2 roads. I feel like we got it folded right. 2 roads isn't something to write home about, honestly. So that's cool. Let's take a look at the cards next. Maybe this is the rule book. 2, 3. Oh my god, that's a lot of rule books. Maybe those 2 things are just player aids. All right, here's the cards. We're going to leave them wrapped up for now. I don't really want to open them. If we can get them open, we'll open them. I don't want you guys to have to like watch me fiddle with them too much. We'll bring it back out so you can take a look. Maybe we'll do an up close shot of those later on, but you don't get too many, so that's mostly why it feels really light. All right, what's this? Rules of play. So here's the actual rules of play. So this is why it's complicated. At least you get the rules. Oh my god, look at that. That is nice quality. That is really good quality right there. I mean, it's like has a spine. It's not just staples. It's like good artwork. That's where they put a lot of the work in. So let's rotate that a little bit so you guys can see it. That's really good quality. That's a nice book. I wouldn't pay $50 for it, but I think I paid $765 for this whole thing. Let's talk about that. Campaign book, really staples. Staples, right there. Take a look at that. Staples. Feels nice quality. Here's all your rules of play or your standalone scenarios. I wonder how easy it is to create a scenario for this, right? Because you have like the rules of play, you have a few scenarios, and you can only play the same scenario over and over and over again. I wonder how easy it is to be like a dungeon master and craft your own scenarios for this. That's really what I'm wondering. Or if you can kind of just do like a 2-player skirmish where you just put some terrain down and battle it out. But if you're playing as like a single player, those scenarios are going to be really, really important. So I wonder how easy it is to craft your own thing. All right, this is interesting. Bags. That's really cool. That's really, 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 really cool. So I guess you have a place to put all your chits. So no Tupperware sponsor today. A bag of dice. You only get one of each die. I wonder how hard it is to come across these. Because now you're like really got to keep track of those. And they're all different kinds of dice too. So they're like really dice specific for this game. That is unfortunate, I guess. I don't know how I feel about that. I know that's a lot of wargaming. But each one of these dice is unique. There's like, no, maybe this is the one dice. The red one's not unique. But you have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 dice that you need to replace if you lose one. So 8 actually. Remember, the one wasn't unique. Ooh. Small cards. And a large, large, large stack. Look how thick that is. Look how thick that is. I don't want to open that. Why? Wonder why we wouldn't just separate those. So why I feel like that's concerning is you have like one method, or I'm not quite sure what these are because I haven't read the rule book yet. So it seems like these are like effects cards or status cards or weapon cards. So are they all the same? Like you just have a long list, or are these all different? Like I know they're not all hunting rifle cards, but do they all just kind of work the same way? That's interesting. Really interesting. All right, and here we go. Obviously, we have this giant creature right here. I forget its name, so don't hate me. That's nice quality. Oh, it has some like 3D texture on the bottom too, so you don't have to worry about that. So this is a good little starter set. This guy's really small. I don't like small characters. I don't like him. Dogs, obviously. Some more mechanized men. You only get like 1 or 2 of these guys. So you kind of just get one of each different type of unit. So let's set this up real quick. And for some reason, it's like sideways in the box. So you can all get like a nice little look at. 12 units. 1 big guy. I don't know. I don't really know how I feel about it, honestly. I do like this guy. Hopefully there's some nice expansions to it. But if we're always hunting this guy, or this guy's our main DPS, obviously it's a starter set. And there's nothing below. Ooh, what is that? Random piece. You guys see that? A random piece. Does this mean anything? Today we are taking a look at Fallout Wasteland Warfare, a 2-player miniature wargaming set. One thing that stands out about Fallout Wasteland Warfare is that it has a 1-player mode. I'm not sure if a lot of miniature skirmish games have a 1-player mode, so I picked this one up, and it looks really interesting to me. It does have a 2-player mode, 1 to 2. Recommended age is 14. We haven't gone through the rule book yet, mostly because it's still in its box. So let's start opening up this bad boy, and as always we have our handy dandy steak knife, and let's see what we get. Alright, with the cellophane removed, let's do some ASMR. There we go. Nice little sound. One thing you'll notice, it's not very heavy, and this is my post-surgery hand, so I should be feeling a little bit of pain right there, but I'm not, so that could be healing though. It's really kind of light. All the miniatures are pre-built, so let's just not worry too much about that. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to open up the bad boy and take a look. Let's get our knife off screen. When we get a knife sponsor, we will definitely leave them in the video shot. All right, and there it is. Take a look at that. We're going to move the lid off to the side. All right, as we start removing things, this is what people really like to see, is what the inside of the box looks like. This is our rule book. Everyone says this is, or maybe this is just our getting started book. Everyone says this game is really complicated, so they never like picked it up or played it. We're going to take a look. We'll kind of just dive into a few things and see how we feel about it. Let's set that to the side as well. All right, it looks like you get your own little miniature ruler. See how, ooh, these feel flimsy. I mean, they kind of feel like all the other ones, but ooh, it's falling apart. All right, so let's put that back. So I'm not sure what all these pieces mean, but there is quite a lot of them. So, and they're all cardboard, so you're definitely going to need a container for that. And it looks like we have one sheet. I'm going to set this to the side. All right, here we have more sheets, more cardboard for your people. And did we lose 2 pieces right at the top there? Looks like we're 2 pieces down, doesn't it? Right here. See, maybe they just forgot. Those are like really smooth. Normally it would be like right below there. Interesting. Really. Why am I frozen? You serious?